Oricorio is a Pokemon with Dancer, which makes it a very unique Pokemon for setup strategies, and I think I have never seen a Oricorio team throughout the generations that I've played VGC with this many techs, including a Lanceberry Fling, a Mach Punch Smeargle with a Jetpack, and of course the Quiverdance Volcarona. We're going to be trying out this crazy Oricorio team and seeing how well it can perform. This Oricorio is a dancer with so many surprises. The main idea of the team, according to the team builder, is this idea of the Smeargle. You have the Moody combined with the Jetpack. What this allows you to do, because Moody always guarantees that the Smeargle has to have a stat drop, it forces the Smeargle out if it is still around on the field, and you can get a free switch into, for instance, like the Whimsicott. If you lead something like Oricorio plus Smeargle, you attempt to get a Spore off, you go out into the Whimsicott afterward, and then you could go for the Fling Lanceberry as your setup strategy. So interesting concept. We had to follow me for the redirection. The Fiery Dance as another dance move in case you don't bring the Volcarona, as you could still get the dancer strategy off with the Oricorio. And then Mach Punch, because this Oricorio right here has Terra Dark with weakness policy, and that is right, you have a setup with the weakness policy, able to get a +2 off that Mach Punch from the Smeargle, which is priority, and go for some really strong damage. Revelation Dance is an interesting move because it does matter on the secondary type. So the main typing on Oricorio is flying, and then whatever your type is, whether in this case the dancer Oricorio on this team has the ghost form, it's a ghost typing, but with the Terra Dark, it actually transforms into that Terra type. So Revelation Dance can either be a ghost or dark type move on this team. Air Cutter, because it is a spread flying type move, it's not very powerful, but with that weakness policy boost, and because this Whimsicott on this team does have to Fling Lanceberry, you're supposed to go for the Oricorio, another way to activate weakness policy if you don't Terra. Get a +2 weakness policy, and then the Air Cutter is a guaranteed crit because of the high crit ratio plus the Lanceberry pumping you up. The Alluring Voice is a fairy type move, which also confuses with a stat increase if your opponent has stat increase that turn. It is the only really tech against Dondozo, but also like fairy coverage in general to help out against the dark types. We have the Whimsicott, which we mentioned before, Fling Lanceberry specifically for this Oricorio. It's actually really bulky. It's slow with a lot of physical defense, a Moonblast for coverage, Tailwind for the speed control, and Encore to help for setup positions. The Volcarona, not too surprising on this team. Citrus Berry for recovery. It's a really physically defensive Volcarona. It's able to take attacks with that Quiverdance, especially on the physical side. It's already super invested. Then Quiverdance with the special defense boost, as well as Strugglebug to lower the opponent's special attack. Again, for easier setups with the Oricorio. Can be pretty harsh. And then the Fiery Dance, 50% chance to get these special attack raise, and that matters for Oricorio because Dancer will allow it to be utilizing these dance moves of Fiery Dance from both Smeargle and Volcarona and copy that move and allow Oricorio to get an extra attack off. Finally, for the rest of the rounding out team, we have the Stalwart Orcaladon, which is really interesting to get rid of any redirections that we have to worry about because it just ignores it, can go straight for the damage. Terra Electric Electroshot, Draco Meteor for really strong power, Flash Cannon for the coverage, protect and preserve itself, and then Tyranitar. This is for the weather teams, especially like Sun and Rain. It can be very disruptive and has a fast Rock Slide, knockoff, and low kick pressure that it can dish out. It's a interesting team, I'll say that much. And one thing I do have to note is this team does not beat Dondozo. I have played against 5 Dondozos while trying out this team, and I only beat one of them, and that's because I Alluring Voiced on the switching Dondozo got stat boost, and it hit itself twice. Because of Unaware, it ignores the Volcarona, ignores the Oricorio stat boost, and yeah, even if you crit them, you're just getting a normal base power crit, so it's not even enough to one-shot the Dondozo. It's like a 2-shot, and even with Leftovers Recovery, it can actually be a 3-shot. So not exactly that reliable, but let's try out this fun team and see how well it can perform without playing a Dondozo. Kingambit, Sneasler, Rillaboom, Volcarona, Primarina, and the Dragapult. Pretty standard team for the most part. How do I want to approach this one? I do like Oricorio. I think the only problem is there is a pretty big threat in the Kingambit. How well can I fare against it is going to be a big question. I do have Terra Dark on the Oricorio, so that could be a big factor, which would be nice. I think I'm gonna lead Oricorio. Oricorio plus the Smeargle is generally probably the common lead for the team, and I think it's probably all right here. I want to bring Volcarona for sure, and last Pokemon Whimsicott for the Tailwind. Make sure that I can outspeed these threats. The Dragapult Sneasler combination is just really strong in general, and we'll see what we can do here. Flying coverage is really good against their team. They do have 3 Pokemon that are weak to flying in total, so that would be really nice if we are able to. It's actually funny that if our Oricorio had like a physical move, we could take advantage of a Kingambit Swords Dance, but that's not going to be the case here. But it'll be funny seeing if they have Kingambit, they go for Swords Dance, and then Oricorio gets the boost. But let's see what they decide. Sneasler and Rillaboom lead. Okay. Which is not too surprising as I lead Oricorio plus the Smeargle. The Oricorio is actually in a really good spot, and I mean a really good spot. Okay. Because we are pretty much, unless the Sneasler has a dark move, we should be fine. The Sneasler reveals it is a Grassy Seed set. Okay. I'm just going for the Air Cutter. Like, just go straight for the Air Cutter. And then, this is a fake out coming out is the question. I could go into Volcarona. I'm a bulky Volcarona, and I have the chance for Flame Body Burns. And I think that they should respect the Smeargle, like, quite a bit. So I'm actually going to go into Volcarona, yeah. I think as long as I preserve Terror on the Oricorio, I should be okay against the Kingambit in the long term. So let's see how this is going to play out. I'm hoping for no dark move on any of these Pokemon. We bring out the Volcarona. Let's see if a Flame Body will activate. They go for a Grassy Glide. This is probably double up in the Smeargle. I don't know if it's Dire Claw close combat. I didn't want to risk the Whimsicott. Okay, Dire Claw. Nice. Big Flame Body. That's huge. Really do appreciate it. And now Volcarona's in a really good spot, and we got to heal our Citrus Berry, have the grassy terrain. We also have a Air Cutter coming out. Does this knock out Sneasler? It'd be really funny if it does. No, it does not, but that's actually still really good. Okay. We actually crit the Sneasler. Okay. I am just gonna go for another Air Cutter. Like, I just don't see a reason not to. It has pretty good coverage against a lot of their team. And we're going to go for a... I mean, I could go for like an Alluring Voice if I really want to, but I just don't see a reason not to, just get some damage with Air Cutter and Quiver Dance. I don't think they're switching into the Kingambit. It's a bit risky, but then again, the Quiver Dance a bit obvious, so they might go into Kingambit. We'll see. It's going to be the switch up from Rillaboom. Primarina. Okay, so I get some damage and a Quiver Dance. Dire Claw once again. Okay. Volcarona E set up. Nice. Dodging the 2 Dire Claw 50% is really solid here. So I am able to get to the Quiver Dance. And thanks to the dancing on the Volcarona, we're going to follow up with the bird. Okay, very, very nice. Very, very, very nice. And I guess we'll find out what the other parts are later. Air Cutter. I missed a Sneasler. Wait, isn't Air Cutter like 95%? It's not like a terrible dodge, but the fact that they have a chance to Dire Claw again is really annoying, I suppose. It's... yeah, I mean, it's still not a terrible position. Yeah, like, really? I'm just gonna go for a... I want to go for Revelation Dance. I think I do want to go for Revelation Dance. Or should I just Air Cut? I think getting rid of this Sneasler because it pressures my Whimsicott too. I could Struggle Bug here if I want, but like Quiver Dance just gets enough boost that I don't think I mind it. I'm just going to go for Quiver Dance once again. And Primarina Protects, this is just free KO into Sneasler as well as just another free Quiver Dance. Dire Claw going to come out once again. They have gotten more chip into Volcarona, which... now, I don't think they have to tear the KO to Volcarona, which is a little bit unfortunate for me. But yeah, we are going to be able to keep boosting. And yeah, they can't stop it. They cannot stop it. Like right now, I am just all set up with the Oricorio. +2 in special attack, special defense, and speed. Don't tell me we're missing another one. I'm just glad they haven't tried to Dire Claw the Oricorio because I'm not too concerned about the Volcarona at the moment. They are because they probably have Kingambit in the back, I imagine. I do have Terra Dark on my Oricorio for a reason. Rillaboom coming in. Okay, interesting Rillaboom bring. I imagine it's so that they can go for... I mean, they're going to Fake Out. And the thing is, I'm Ghost typing, so I'm immune to Fake Out. I just get a free Air Cutter off. And I can go for... I think I'm just going to Quiver Dance. Or do I want to Fiery Dance? No, I'm going to Fiery Dance the Rillaboom. If they Fake Out Haze, this is what I want to cover. We're going to see a Terra come out. So I wonder if this is Terra Rillaboom? Ooh, Terra Rillaboom. Good play on their part. All right. I still probably get some decent damage off. I don't get KOs, but I don't know. I feel like I'm still in a pretty good spot regardless. They go for Fake Out into Volcarona. Interesting. Is this for Haze or are they just Hyper Voicing? That's a big one. Here comes an Air Cutter. Pretty solid damage across the board. Yep, Haze is going to come out, which is A-okay. They've had to waste their Terra for that, which is a pretty big deal. And I can still go for Quiver Dance anyway. Is this the last turn of Grassy or is it the next turn? If this is... Do I want to Quiver Dance again? I could just go for like a Revelation Dance this time. And a Quiver Dance. I don't want to give them free switches. Yeah, I think I'd rather just take the Grassy Terrain Woodhammer potentially. Yeah, I'm just going to go for a Revelation Dance into the Primarina. I'm going to go for a Quiver Dance again. Because I might as well just get the boost while I can, right? I do want the speed interaction on Oricorio. We'll go for the Quiver Dance. And also, they are going to be running out of Grassy Terrain soon. So they didn't hard switch. I was hoping to catch maybe a hard switch in like King Gambit, for instance. Which would have been really good for me. Although, I think if they had King Gambit, it would have been like... They should have brought it out by now. We do get a Revelation Dance into the Primarina, which should do some pretty decent damage. Ooh, that's really good damage. U-turn going to come out. Quad resist that, so we're not too concerned about that. That's a crit. Okay. All right. Who is the Pokemon in the back? This is where it actually matters. Yeah, it's King Gambit. Okay. So I guess they were just playing scared of the Volcarona, which is fine. Hyper Voice. It actually KOs my okay, it KOs my I didn't expect it to KO there, but that's all right. It KO'd my Volcarona, which is okay here. I have a few options here. I just got to make sure I can always pressure the King Gambit slot. I have a few options. I can go for Spore here. I can go for Follow Me. I could Terra Dark if I want to. I think I'm just going to go out as Smeargle. Because the problem with Whimsicott is Whimsicott doesn't really have anything that could... Like, I have to Terra Dark probably to Oricorio anyway to play around Sucker Punch. So I'm going to go for a Revelation Dance into the Marina. Oh, wait, hold on. Revelation Dance changes on typing, right? Yeah. So I think it's actually better to go for the Alluring Voice then, just in case Primarina survives. And then I go for a Spore into the King Gambit. I'm a little bit scared of Rillaboom Grassy Glide, but I should be all right. All right, let's see how this plays out. Because the thing about this Smeargle, I guess we're going to get Eject buttoned out in a Whimsicott because of the Eject pack. So it might not be awful. We'll find out. I hope they Sucker Punch. If they Sucker Punch, it's actually kind of good. They don't. Okay, so I do get a Alluring Voice off. KO to the Primarina. I do get the Spore off into the King Gambit. So it takes one turn of sleep guaranteed here. I just need to make sure I can beat the King Gambit. I just need to make sure I can beat the King Gambit. Okay. Big Spore in the King Gambit. All right, we're going out into our Whimsicott here. Moody doesn't matter because the Eject pack is going to reveal itself. Okay, now this is where it gets scary because of the King Gambit. We're going out into our Whimsicott. Grassy Glide just threatens a lot. I don't know how much damage it does to the Oricorio, but don't think it's worth really risking. I also don't know if I even KO'd a Rillaboom. I might not KO the Rillaboom, which is also a bit of a concern. Yeah, this could actually be a bit ugly. I think I'm going to go for a Protect with the Oricorio, and I'm going to switch out in a Smeargle. Yeah. Because what's also nice about Smeargle is Smeargle also does have max speed, so I can sport a Rillaboom most likely, unless it's Jolly on the Rilla. I am able to get Protect off with the Oricorio. I think this is just Grassy Glide into Oricorio. Yeah, perfect. I also get a bit of Grassy Terrain healing. The King Gambit Wake Up is a good question. Oh, no. Oh, they went for a double Sucker Punch. Okay, cool. Cool. That is good. That is good. Moody, that's a nice boost, actually. That's a good boost. Physical defense is the best I could have asked for. Okay. Really nice boost. I'm going for a Revelation Dance into the Rillaboom. And I think we're going to follow me. Yeah, I'm going to follow me. If they Swords Dance, that's okay. Kowtow and the Woodhammer makes sense. Grassy Glide also makes sense here. Okay, they went for Woodhammer or Grassy Glide. I should have spored. Revelation Dance going to come out into the Rillaboom. If they Woodhammer, they do take the recoil, which means it goes down to the recoil. Yes, Smeargle's able to hang on, which is great. Even if we didn't, like, what's King Gambit doing? Are you clicking Swords Dance? Because if you click Swords Dance, you probably lose anyway. If it's Kowtow, I mean, we have a game, but we'll see. Yeah, they click Kowtow. Okay. So goodbye, Smeargle. And now it's down to Whimsicott and Oricorio. And I am gonna go. The thing is, if I go for Moonblast in the, I think my best play is always to Alluring Voice here for sure. The King Gambit. I think it's actually to fling my Oricorio. The reason is because of Moonblast attack, special attack drops, giving that Defiant. I don't think it's ever worth targeting the King Gambit with a Moonblast, because if I boost our attack, I just lose. So we're going to fling our Oricorio, give it the Lancet Berry. We have a chance to crit, and just one way we can boost our damage up. A Kowtow going to come out into Oricorio. Oh boy, that damage. The damage is adding up. I think we'll be okay though. They're probably targeting down to Oricorio with either with Kowtow or Sucker Punch. I'm just going to Moonblast now. But yeah, if I did Moonblast and I gave them the extra damage or the special attack drop, I would have just guaranteed loss there. So Moonblast. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's a good source. And they expected to protect because the Grassy Terrain recovery. All right. I'm also going to get a Swords Dance, buddy. I'm also getting a Swords Dance. Ah, it's a read now. It's a read. I can't Encore either, which is the sad part. I kind of have to read this, right? Or hope that Whimsicott's bulky enough to live a +4 Kowtow, which maybe it can. I think it's worth the risk. I'm just gonna Moonblast. They gotta get the mind game right. They have to either Sucker Punch the. If they Sucker Punch the Whims, I think I live. And then it's interesting because it comes down to like, does Moonblast 2-shot, which it looks really close. We protect. Did they Sucker? Did they Kowtow? They did Sucker the Oricorio. Okay, thank goodness, thank goodness, thank goodness. Moonblast. Oh my goodness. No. Whimsicott, why? They need to nerf Moonblast. They need to nerf Moonblast. Oh my goodness. I think I'm gonna. Do I risk it now? I think I have to, because if they Sucker Punch my Whimsicott, because the Whimsicott's always attacking here, I always lose, right? I'm going for Moonblast and I'm going for Alluring Voice. Please Sucker Punch to Whims. Nope. Oh boy. I can also play mind games with the Sucker Punch. Why, Wims? Why? Get the KO! Oh, wait. No, I do not want to attack. Okay. If they Kowtow right here, they're a madman. Please, sucker. Yep. Okay. Now I kind of play a mind game. How many suckers have they used in the entire game? They've used one earlier when they weren't boosted. They clicked. I think that was their fourth one. I don't think I live +6, sucker man. Why, Whimsicott? Why'd you get the plus? Why did you get the +6? I think we could have lived +4. I'm just gonna Moonblast. They're thinking hard too. They're thinking hard too. No! Live! I got robbed because my own special attack race. Or special attack jobs. Are you serious, man? I felt like I played a lot of it really well, but at the last Sucker Punch Mind game raw, or the last two, I suppose. Or the two that were like really crucial. Come on, Wims. Come on. We were in such a good spot. I guess I should have air cutted. I also double missed air cutter, which is funny. If I had just went for Revelation Dance in the Premier Arena, kept the boost on the Oricorio, we were probably just in a safe position. Maybe I was a bit greedy, but I felt like we were fine as long as we didn't give them double special attack drop. Mousehole, Talonflame, Flamigo, Annihilate, Golden Go, Dragonite. A heck of an offensive team. And I mean a heck of an offensive team. I wish I had Fake Out on this Smeargle. Fake Out would be really nice right now. Imagine Tailwind was a dance move. Oh, man. That would be great. So what's nice is Oricorio's actually pretty decent here. Yeah, Oricorio's actually pretty decent here. Into like the Mouse Ape combo. It's good because it's immune to extreme speed from Dragonite. The only Pokemon it doesn't really like is Golden Go, which we do have Volcarona for. I think we're going to bring Oricorio. We're bringing Smeargle. And then the back, I don't really like our Kalanos matchup. I think it's just Wims and Volcarona because I do need Tailwinds to match in this game. And I do need Volcarona because the gold is way too problematic. Terra-wise, I have no idea what the Terra is going to be on this. Do I want to go with the Terra on the Oricorio? I'm not sure. It might be, but it really just depends. Because if I do... Oh, Flamigo. That's Talon. Okay. Okay. Unfortunately, I do not have a single Brave Bird switching. I could go for something crazy. I think I'm just going to go for Air Cutter. I think I just attack. Terraghost doesn't help me out here. I don't have any resist. I think we're just gonna go for a Fiery Dance if they allow me to get the attack off into the Flamigo. Oh, they do a Wing Beat. I did not have Fake Out, so unfortunately I did not have a way to play around this. Oh no. Oh, they close combat. Okay. Interesting that they divided attacks. This actually works out really well for me because I get the Air Cutter off. Assuming I connect, I should knock out Flamigo, and then Talonflame should be Gale Wings is broken, which is important. Oh, wait, that Flamigo has Focus Sash. Okay. Does have Focus Sash. Although that's fine, I'm just going out into Whims now. Yeah, I go out into Whims. I guess the question is, do I think... Can I win the end game? I mean, it just depends. I imagine it's Dragonite in the back. Maybe Dragonite Gold? Question mark? I want to go for Revelation Dance, but I don't know if it knocks out the Talonflame. I think it's just better for me to go for the Air Cutter and a Tailwind. I could Encore and hope that they don't get to the option, but I think I do need Tailwind. Oh, they have Wide Guard. Okay. So So we get a Tailwind up with the Whimsicott. Mate. Oh, what I should have done probably was Terra Ghost here. Terra Ghost Whimsicott might have been better here. Because Terra Ghost would have allowed me to potentially like ignore the Talonflame as easily. Okay. Oh, they go for dual Wing Beat. But my Whimsicott's actually able to tank one. Unfortunately, we're going to eat the Lancet Berry. So now we have a chance to crit the Talonflame, I suppose. Okay. And we can't fling for the Policy. I'm just going to Revelation Dance and I'm going to Moonblast the Talonflame because if I get to knock out Talonflame, they don't get Tailwind up for the game, which is actually pretty important to me. And if they click Wide Guard, that's perfectly fine because I did double up the Talonflame specifically to hope that I can deny Tailwind. Getting Tailwind denied is so nice. I crit the Talonflame too from the Lancet Berry. Okay. Okay. Revelation Dance. I wonder if they think I'm Specs. The Talonflame goes down. And now we get to find out the next Pokemon. Dragonite is very likely. No, Golden Go. Okay. I don't mind Golden Go. I do have Volcarona, so I think the play here is just to protect the Oricorio. Click a Moonblast into the... Yeah, there's no reason not to Moonblast the Flamigo because it's either switching out or staying in. And if it does that protect, it's an unlikely chance of it getting another protect because it used Wide Guard the previous turn. The gold is a question mark because it's going to depend on its set. Oh, we see a Terra immediately. Is this Terra Steel? I guess this is okay because it means Dragonite can't Terra either. Gold Terras. Terra Steel, okay. That usually signifies to me it's the Choice Specs Gold, which is really good. Which is really good for me. So we protect Oricorio, so we preserve it around on the field. Dancer's still really nice in this game. Oh, Scrappy Feint was not in my anticipation list. That was actually super smart by my opponent. Because Feint, I'm like, oh, I didn't even consider that an option. Because I thought it was just protect. No, because they had Feints, they could actually hit the Ghost typing on Flamigo. With Flamigo onto my Oricorio, which is a Ghost type immune to Feint normally, so protect when they've been broken. Oh, that changed a lot. Okay. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. If it's Annihilate, I could still win this endgame. It has to be Annihilate, though, probably. We bring out the Volcarona. It can't be D-Knight. That's the only mon I lose to. Okay, it is Annihilate, but I do have a chance then. I'm going for Quiver Dance. Alright. We have a shot. We have a shot. We'll Quiver Dance. I think this should be Specs, so we should be able to tank the attacks just fine. It depends on the Annihilate. Wait, it's not Specs. It's just protected. Okay. So we get a Quiver Dance up with Volcarona. All right, that's really nice. A Rage Fist Raw. I guess I expected Heat Wave. That did nothing burn? Where's my Flame Body, man? Do I think Bulk KO's the... I don't know what the Bulk KO's the gold. But I think it's probably worth just Fiery Dancing the gold slot. Oh, it's Scarf Annihilate probably. Wait, no, I'm just bulky Volk. Okay, we get the Flame Body. That's huge. No, wait, no, I'm +1, so it should be Scarf Annihilate. Fiery Dance picks up the knockout into the gold. We get the special attack boost. Incredible. If this is Scarf Annihilate, they probably were thinking, oh, I think they probably had Final Gambit, but they didn't want to click in case I went for the fire move into the Annihilate. I thought on this team it was Mousate with bulk up on the Annihilate, so I thought it was going to be a bulk up versus Quiver Dance war. Thankfully, that's not what's happening, so I get to Quiver Dance and then just win the game. Because I just don't attack the Annihilate until I have to, because look at those Rage Fists. They're not doing anything. I get the Citrus Berry. Oh my goodness. I got lucky that... I don't know if they expected Heat Wave or for me to tower down the Annihilate, but I'm just glad they didn't click Final Gambit if they had it, because I do think this is Scarf Annihilate. Has to be my Volcarona. And now I just keep spamming Quiver Dance just to make sure that the Annihilate can't do anything to me. Yeah, but that's gonna be forfeited. The feint on the Flamigo, I didn't even know it had a feint option. It definitely wasn't my mindset because I'm like, oh, ghost type on Oricorio, and then it revealed the feint. I'm like, oh no. But yeah, I think Terra Ghost on the Whimsicott was definitely worth it. I think I should have went for the Terra Ghost. Terra Ghost would have actually been very worth it to take like the dual wing beat. I would have had a chance to fling the Oricorio around next turn, and then once I got policy up, I think I just O-code everything on their team, especially since they didn't respect the KO onto it. So yeah, that I think Terra Ghost on Whimsicott would have been the best play, but that endgame, man. What the heck? Torkoal, Jumpluff, Indeedee, Male, the Hydreigon, Sneasler, and Archaludon. Sun. All right. So it depends because I don't know what I'm expecting here. Archaludon, I'm assuming it's the sturdy variant. They had the Jumpluff plus Torkoal, which is never a fun duo to play against. All right. I think Volcarona plus Oricorio is all right here in this matchup. It should be. The thing is, I have no idea what they're leading. Are they leading the Sneasler to deal with a Tyranitar or not? I think I want to have Tyranitar back for the Sun mode. Have Whimsicott for Tailwind matching, which can be really crucial. Smeargle just gets outsped by a lot. I just don't think it's ever worth it. The Jumpluff has a lot of tricks it can go for, whether it's Tailwind, after you. Does Jumpluff get after you? I can't remember. It's been so long since I used Jumpluff. We're gonna see Jumpluff plus Archaludon though. All right, versus my Oricorio and Volcarona. It can only go for Electro Shot once, and I don't think they're Electro Shotting the Volcarona. Don't tell me acrobatics, man. But I would take an acrobatics. I'm just gonna Quiver Dance and I'm gonna protect. Okay, we're gonna see a Terra come out from my opponent immediately. So what is Terraing? It's gonna be the Archaludon into Terra Electric. Okay. Which is fine. I'm making sure that Oricorio does avoid an Electro Shot by any means possible this turn, as we will protect our Oricorio. Maybe I could have went like Whimsicott for the Volcarona slot to avoid the Sleep Powder. Oh, they did Sleep Powder? Oricorio. Don't tell me they Electro Shot the Volk, because I feel like Volk would be the one more likely to survive an Electro Shot than a Oricorio. All right, they get the boost. Oh, they hit hard to Volk. Is this KO? Does Volk has bulk? Okay, yeah. Woo! Could have been dangerous. Could have been dangerous. All right, perfect, perfect, perfect. We do get a Quiver Dance up with the Volcarona. That's good. That's very good. Okay. And now we'll have the special defense boost with both Pokemon. Okay. Nice. And now they also can't use Electro Shot again unless they need to charge up. So the Jumpluff is slower than Oricorio. Or is it? No, Oricorio is slower than Jumpluff. I'm going to go for a Fiery Dance. I could go for Fiery Dance or Struggle Bug. I could also go for another Quiver Dance. I just don't know if that's ever worth it. I think Fiery Dance is probably okay in a Jumpluff though. And I'm going to go for... The problem is if I go for Fiery Dance, the target's random. Actually, it's probably better just to go for a Revelation Dance than into the Archaludon then. Because the only way that Jumpluff gets to move here before Volcarona is if they go for a swap into Torkoal. But they didn't swap, so I do get the Fiery Dance up. Now, you know what would be clutch Oricorio? Maybe I should have went for Air Cutter because the target was random. Because Fiery Dance. Okay, double knockout into the Jumpluff. Very nice. Very nice. Goodbye, Jumpluff. No chlorophyll shenanigans. We are able to get a Revelation Dance off into Archaludon. This should be sturdy Archaludon, so it's going to hang on by 1 HP, but then it goes down to Tyranitar Sand as well. Yeah, critical hit onto the into the Archaludon, which didn't matter at all. They Dragon Pulse Volcarona to take the knockout. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Okay, that is awesome for me. That's awesome. And now, I guess I'm just going to go out in a Whimsicott. Because they go out into what? Sneasler. Okay. They already Terra'd. They probably have male entity in the back if this is the case. I'm going for a Tailwind, and I'm just going to go for an Air Cutter. Yeah, I don't need the Lance and Berry strat here to secure the game. They do switch out. This is probably the entity. Yep. Oh, wait. I'm still going to be slower than Sneasler, right? Yeah, I'm going to be slower than Sneasler still. Because Sneasler's just hecka fast. Even with the +1, because I keep forgetting that Oricorio is slow on this team. Does the Sneasler have a dark move? No, I'm faster than Sneasler, actually. Okay, so it's bulky Sneasler. You go for a throat chop. I'm able to hang on, but you know what's the beautiful part? We're weakness policy. Okay, good. Nice. All right. Okay. Wait, hold on. Is that supposed to be? Yeah, it is. It's either actually maybe it could be Adam and Sneasler. Adam and Sneasler might underspeed Oricorio. I can't remember the math. I'm just gonna go for. Do I risk anything though? I think I just Moonblast the Sneasler. And I go for Alluring Voice into the entity. Oh, Throat Chop, right. It affects me. You know what? As long as I hit one air cutter, I'm fine, right? I'm not going to double miss again, right? Okay, battle's going to be forfeited. Thank goodness, man. If I had double miss air cutter again, I mean, here's the thing. If I Moonblast KO the Sneasler, like, then Tyranitar comes in, Arcaludon comes in, I protect so the sand KOs Arcaludon. I have a Focus Sash Tyranitar. I don't think I could lose as long as, like, what? Double Air Cutter, miss into Dire Claw to Whimsicott specifically, and then they take the knockout into Oricorio. That's the only way, right? Yeah, that would have been the only way. And they also had to, what, crit my Oricorio? Because of the... Because Oricorio was having that special defense boost and we were decently healthy. I think we were actually like really healthy before. Oh, no, wait, no, we weren't healthy. No, we would go down to Expanding Force. Basically, as long as RNG wasn't bad. King Gambit, the Blood Moon Ursaluna, Golden Go, Dragonite, Rillaboom, and Whimsicott. All right, we got some very big threats. The Dragonite can be a big one here. I think Tyranitar lead is actually pretty good. Smeargle, I just don't think is really that good against this team. Yeah, I don't really like Smeargle too much here because they do have the Tailwind mode. I do like Tyranitar because Focus Sash allows us to tank attacks. It's good against Dragonite. It's good into gold or somewhat into gold. Ursaluna it's good against. We have Low Kick. King Gambit's good against. So I think we just go with the Whimsicott Tyranitar mode. Oricorio and Volcarona in the back seem pretty good to me. I could have brought Arcaludon, but what's the fun of that? We're bringing the Dancer mode because the Volcarona is good against the gold and Oricorio is still good against like making sure Dragonite can't extreme speed me in the end game. So let's see how this goes. Let's see how this is gonna go. I think Tyranitar's a really good lead though in general. We're gonna see Whimsicott and Dragonite, so this is perfect. I get free Rock Slide and I get a free Tailwind. Or I could Moonblast if I really want to. I don't see a problem with just going for a Rock Slide. Yeah, I'm just going to go for a Rock Slide and Tailwind. Yeah, I think having the Tailwind is just really nice in general. Okay, what are you going to click here? Does the Dragonite have a move that can tech here, like Low Kick? Don't be weakness policy Dragonite. I don't think I've seen a weakness policy Dragonite forever, but for some reason, every time like a bad scenario can happen, I just get reminded that it can and could happen. Okay. I will Rock Slide for the chip. I want to break some chip damage into Dragonite. Maybe two-shot the Whimsicott, depending on how bulky it is. We're going to see Dragonite retreat, so Dragonite doesn't get to attack here, which is great. Is this gold? Yeah, this is Golden Go. That's perfectly fine. Tailwind comes out. That is all right. We are able to get the Tailwind up. All right, so we matched Tailwinds, which is cool. We're able to get a rock slide off into both. Nice. So that's good damage landed on the Whimsicott. Does seem to be okay. Crit to gold. Not that big of a deal. It looks like it's bulky Whims though. The Whims should be faster than mine because this Whim has like no speed. I'm going for protect because I want to preserve my focus sash. Just probably make it rain. I'm just going to go into Volk because this is an opportunity to get a potential Quiver Dance up. And if I'm able to get the Quiver Dance up, I think it's super ideal. I don't know if they have Taunt on the Whimsicott. That's like the only thing that really stops me, but I'm okay with just going for Quiver Dance and maybe Rock Slide the next turn. All right, protects the Tyranitar. They go for Encore into the Whims or the Tailwind lock, and they go for Make It Rain. Perfect. I think I'm okay with sacrificing my Whimsicott. I think I want to have Tyranitar in the back with Focus Sash. Like, Focus Sash is just so good in this matchup. Yeah, I think Focus Sash is just so good in this matchup. Or I could go out in Oricorio, but I think I'm going to try the Whims and Quiver Dance. Yeah, I'm going to go for the... I'm going to try to switch in Whims and Quiver Dance because, again, having a Quiver Dance on Volcarona is super nice for the speed in general. This makes me guarantee outspeed the Golden Go in the following turns. Allows me to outspeed the Whims. I just do like it here. Let's see. Bring up the Whimsicott because if I sack it, I get a free switch to Oricorio. Oh, Endeavor. Interesting. So I am able to get the Quiver Dance up. Okay. This is pretty good of a spot for me, I'd say. Yeah, Make It Rain. Perfect. Okay. So that is really nice because the Golden Go is like at what? Like the Golden Go is at -2 special attack. Volcarona gets to heal up with its Citrus Berry. We get to go out into our Oricorio and we get to click Quiver Dance plus a attack. So I'm gonna go for the Oricorio. I think I'm gonna risk Air Cutter. I do want to play a bit greedy here because I'm about to get Encore locked with the Volcarona, and I think that's fine. I also think that gold could switch here, so I'm just gonna go for Quiver Dance once again and Air Cutter. I feel like Protect is obvious. I don't know. Like the Whimsicott could have Protect on their side, and if they go for Protect, then it's better for me to get the Quiver Dance for the immediate speed. And Air Cutter damage is just nice on A because it KOs Whimsicott, but B it can chip whatever gold is switching out into. So let's see what they decide to do. Because if they want to make sure they have another Tailwind up so they can outspeed my team in the remaining parts of the game, they need to protect the Whims. And they protect the Whims, I get a free Quiver Dance off. Whims is going to retreat, so that's actually kind of nice. Also, the gold of -2. Shadow Ball's not doing that much damage. Ursaluna coming in, so that's perfect. That was the cover for a Revelation Dance, I'm assuming. I'm able to get the Quiver Dance up. And now I have a Air Cutter that I'm also firing off damage into, which is nice. Dance. Just keep on dancing, Oricorio. Just keep on dancing. Very nice. Air Cutter. Chip is chip, I suppose. Make it rain again. Okay. Yeah, it's just not doing any damage. Okay. I have no idea about the Ursaluna. I'm more scared of Dragonite in the potential back. I think it's a Assault Vest Ursaluna, maybe. It's probably okay for me to go on the offense with Alluring Voice, Fiery Dance, right? Or I could Quiver Dance again, but like a bunch of Fiery Dances just gives me a huge amount of special attack, and that matters for the Dragonite. So you know what? Fiery Dance, Alluring Voice. That's a-okay trade by me. All right. Huge damage to the Ursaluna. Nice special attack boost. Fiery Dance once again. We get the boost on Oricorio. Nice. Double Fiery Dances. Beautiful. And Alluring Voice. I actually like this position more too because we don't actually KO the gold, which is beautiful. If we KO'd the gold, it would have been awkward because then a Dragonite free switch. I don't want to give them that free switch. Perfect. I mean, the Make It Rain damage is adding up, but I think it's a-okay. Sand subsides. Dragonite's gonna come in. Or not Dragonite. Should be Whimsicott. Oh, Dragonite does come in. Okay. I mean, I just attack, right? I'm pretty sure I just spam attacks. That is a -4 and +1. Yeah. I guess I'm just gonna air cutter and I'm gonna go for fiery dance. Yeah, I'm just gonna fiery dance, spam to Dragonite. A gold retreat, so this is Whims. Okay, that's perfect. That means they don't get Tailwind up because you can't extreme speed to knock out my Oricorio. We're gonna see a Terra, not too surprising. Is this Dragonite? Yep, it is Dragonite. I wouldn't be surprised if it's extreme speed. Yep, Terra normal, perfect. I think this game should be guaranteed sealed then. Especially with Tyranitar with Focus Sash in the back, which is super clutch in this end game. Yep, extreme speed. Just hit the air slash on the Whims and we're good. I guess if we miss, we still have outs too. So it's not like, it's not over. Air cutter. Goodbye Whims. All right. No Tailwind for the remainder parts of the game. No Encore threat. Perfect. Now we go Tyranitar. They probably thought I was going to Alluring Voice the Dragonite, took the KO on Volcarona, which made a lot of sense because they were just hoping that they could get maybe like a Tailwind the following turn. But yeah, because I covered for the Whimsicott switch, this ends up being really good because now I can just go for a Revelation Dance into the Golden Go. I can go for the low kick into the Dragonite. Dragonite can only, like, the gold I don't think can protect because I feel like it's choice locked. I do get rid of the gold here. And the Dragonite can only target one Pokemon. Unless they have Rock Slide, I guess, but don't be Rock Slide. Okay, Scale Shot, that's fine. This Tyranitar's just eating that up. Not surprised, it's probably the loaded dice set. Can they still win? No, because they didn't crit any of the Scale Shots. If they had crit, like, what, 2 of the Scale Shots out of 5? And they would have. I think they needed 2. Maybe even 3, but I think it's 2. They lowered the defense, but now it's, like, over because I low-kicked the Dragonite. Ooh, okay. As I said before, I could get into a really good position with gold and the Volcarona if I needed to. And yeah, just kept going aggressive with the Quiver Dance. It worked out extremely well because once I got that Quiver Dance set up, I was just able to start piling the damage, especially with the Fiery Dance boost on top of that. Maushold, Annihilate, Sinistra, Incineroar, Pelipper, and Archaludon. Alright, so what do I want to do here? Strategy-wise, Tyranitar is not a bad Pokemon against the Pelipper. It's also good against Sinistra and Incineroar, but I don't think I really like it otherwise. Oricorio definitely being brought. Really good coverage against a lot of their team. I think I want to do... You know what? I want to try Incineroar, or not Incineroar, Smeargle plus the Oricorio. Like, I do think it's probably a pretty decent one here. And then in the back, Whimsicott for the Lancet Berry, Rock, and then Volcarona. I want to try it out and see how well it can perform. The Archaludon's kind of alright. I like the Tailwind against this team because if they have Tailwind, I need to match it. I also want to make sure I'm faster than the Annihilate and the Maushold. I have no idea what they're leading here. They could go to Rain Mode, which is perfect because I can go for Spores, but we'll find out. Lead wise, Maushold, Annihilate. Okay, so that's not too bad. All right, as we lead Smeargle and Oricorio. Now, am I going for the Terra with my Smeargle? I mean, I could just go on a Whimsicott. Whimsicott's not bad here. It also depends on how fast the Annihilate is. If it's slow, I can go for Spore, and that'd be pretty nice. I think I'm just going to try to Spore the Annihilate, and I'm just going to go for Alluring Voice into the Maushold. Because a lot of Annihilates aren't like crazy fast. They go for Follow Me. Oh, is this Bulk Up then? Or are they Drain Punching? Which I would have probably preferred just to go for a... Okay, they do just go for Bulk Up. That's fine. All right. I'm okay with that. As we are able to get the Alluring Voice off into the Maushold. defense rise is actually pretty good. No speed drop. Perfect. All right. So we get to eject out. I mean, it's not awful, right? I just go out into Whimsicott and I encore the mouse hold into Follow Me. And then I could get the boost from the Annihilate. Because +1 Rage Fist might actually do something here. All right, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to go for encore into the mouse hold. And I'm going to go for a Revelation Dance here. No, because I encore into Follow Me. So I guess I just go for the Air Cutter. Let's see. It also could it could also backfire because this could be like what? This could be a protect from the mouse hold. This could be another bulk up. Another bulk up is fine. It's not ideal, but like it's playable. I'm hoping that they go for the Rage Fist, but we'll see. I'm hoping they're just trying to beat up Rage Fist here. That'd be super ideal. Well, we'll find out. They go for Follow Me again, which is perfectly fine. I do not mind this. I do not mind this. All right, we encore the mouse hold. What's Annihilate going for? Ah, it's a bulk up. Okay. So could have been better. Could have been better, but still all right. We are able to get the air. We are able to get the Air Cutter off. Not bad damage. Wait, what? Oh, I was like, it turned around and then I thought that was a policy and I'm like, wait, what? Okay. We're going for Moonblast in the mouse hold. We're going to go out in a Smeargle because now we can threaten the Spore into Annihilate, but they do click Rage Fist into the Oricorio this upcoming turn because the mouse hold has to Follow Me. That's the only option it can go for. Yeah. So I imagine this is Rage Fist this time around. I don't know into which slot, but I'm hoping it is into, yep, what was the Oricorio? Ah, but the Whimsicott being slow makes this so awkward. Okay. Okay. I guess it's not terrible though. Attack rise, defense fall. Do I want to lock them into Rage Fist? Actually, I could lock them into Rage Fist because if they're locked into Rage Fist, I can just wall them. Yeah, I'm gonna... No, I can't actually because they're gonna Follow Me. Dang it. I guess I always Tailwind and I go for the KO into mouse hold. I'm gonna go for... Wait, no, Smeargle's faster. Oh, wait, no, I can make this play, actually. I can encore the Annihilate and I can Mach Punch the mouse hold just because I'm faster with my Smeargle. Hoping to catch a Drain Punch. Come on. I hope that they try to Drain Punch my Smeargle and I get the Spore off into Annihilate afterward. Okay, goodbye mouse hold. Encore goes out into the Annihilate, so it's locked into Rage Fist. Problem is we do have to build up turns for Oricorio, but like this is still playable. Nice. Nice. Now we can Spore that slot. Assuming it's not Sinistra, because Sinistra can come out. Follow Me is not great, but you know what? We're building it up. Special attack rise is bad. Speed fall. We didn't get Tailwind up, right? So, oh, we're forced to Tailwind now. Okay. Not ideal. Archaludon comes in. Okay. Oh, no, this is perfect. I get to go for Tailwind. And now I can Spore the Archaludon. I guess we don't know what the Terra is, but I guess we'll find out. All right, they do go for a Terra. I don't know into, who is Terraing. It's Archaludon. This is Terra Grass. Okay, but the thing about Terra Grass Archaludon is now you're vulnerable to Volcarona, so it's not like awful. Like Whimsicott's going down this turn. I'm hoping Smeargle stays around. I forgot. Were there any Moody boosts that were impactful? Well, we'll find out. We're gonna Spore attempt Archaludon. We're gonna see Rage Fist into the Whimsicott, which is gonna pick up the knockout. I mean, I assume it does, right? Oh wow, it did not. Wait, that's actually kind of annoying. Body press. I KO'd? Oh no. Wait, that's really bad. If I got the... Oh, that's really bad. We can play out of it, but that's not ideal. Oh, wait, no. Wait, hold on. Oricorio? Oh, wait, we can't fling. No. We can't fling. Who's my Terra gonna be? I don't know if this is Electro Shot or not. I can go for a Moonblast plus a... Oh, this is gonna be rough. Last turn of Encore. I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Encore to Arcaludon and I'm gonna go for Protect with Oricorio. Because I want to lock them into Body Press. Because if I lock them into Body Press, then I can focus on the Annihilate. But the Annihilate takes the KO onto my Whimsicott. That's fine. If they go for the Oricorio, that's okay too. Because I can go for Moonblast Revelation Dance. And if they get the target into Oricorio, then I can go for Moonblast plus Revelation Dance anyway. Oh, this is scary. I haven't Terra'd yet. I might have to Terra to Whimsicott. No, 2 turns of Tailwind. Okay, we're good. We're going to Moonblast Annihilate. We're going to go for the Revelation Dance into Annihilate as well. If they Protect, it's okay. If they stay in, I think they should go down to the combination of Moonblast Revelation Dance, and then we can bring out a Volcarona. Okay, nice. They give me the Annihilate. Huge knockout into Annihilate. That's huge. We get the Lancet Berry crit, which is funny. I don't think it matters because it wasn't Citrus Berry. We get the... Actually, what Citrus Berry had procced? It looked close. We are able to KO the Annihilate. Well, we already knew it was leftovers. Body Press is going to come out into Whimsicott, so I don't think it mattered. Like, Revelation Dance plus Moonblast would have KO'd. All right. I think we're good now. All right, into Volcarona we go! And then Pelipper is the remaining. Perfect. I think I KO'd a Pelipper with the combination of Quiver Dance plus Fiery Dance. I think only if I get the boost guaranteed, right? Otherwise, probably not. I'm going to go for Quiver Dance. And I think I'm just going to go for a Revelation Dance. How many turns of Encore do they have on the Arcaludon 2? That was the last turn. I think I just go for Revelation Dance into Pelipper. I have no idea what the Pelipper is clicking. I think it's probably going to be like a Weather Ball strat into the... Maybe it's Weather Ball or Hurricane into Volcarona. Probably a Body Press double up as well. Volcarona should be tanking 1 Body Press, okay? Especially since this one's a really bulky Volcarona, especially after the Quiver Dance. So we're set up now. All right. We are set up with the Volcarona. We get a Quiver Dance up with Oricorio 2. We're going to be able to launch a Revelation Dance into the Pelipper, which I don't know if it KOs. It depends. It's probably Focus Sash is what I'm assuming. Yeah. Focus Sash revealed. I didn't want to go for Fiery Dance and Fiery Dance Revelation Dance not KOing because I'm not guaranteed to get the special attack boost. A Body Press into Volcarona. He doesn't do too much. Hurricane. Yeah. With the Terra, we're fine. Beautiful. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And now I think we should be good. Arcaludon's Encore ends, but now Tailwind petered out, but we have the speed advantage. I think we just go for a Struggle Bug and a Revelation Dance into Arcaludon should be fine here. Because we lowered that special attack on Arcaludon. We have a +1 special defense, so we should be able to tank attacks just completely all right. If the Pelipper doesn't protect or wide... Well, if Pelipper wide guards here, but I just don't think it does. Yeah, it's going to protect instead, which is kind of what I expected. I could have went for Fiery Dance into, like, Revelation Dance. I actually have no idea, like, what the damage is into Arcaludon, so I will not risk it here. Struggle Bug. That's good damage in Arcaludon. I'm kind of curious if this Revelation Dance will get the knockout. It's not the sturdy one, it's the stamina. Revelation Dance. Ooh, just barely misses the knockout into Arcaludon. All right, stamina. Body Press, sure. Okay. So I mean, Volcarona goes down, but I should be fine. I will make the odds more interesting too. I will go for the air cutter. This should never be wide guard because I have never clicked this move. So this should just be attempted attacks, because I don't see where your win condition is wide guard unless you absolutely know I have wide guard, air cutter. But yeah, they don't go for wide guard. They have to have it too. We are able to pick up the knockout Arcalon, and we are able to pick up the knockout Pelipper. Oh man, that mouse ape start was not pretty, but that mock punch into Encore was so funny because of the interaction. So I got the Rage Fist into Smeargle and was able to get a decent setup there. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe that kind of worked. Although Follow Me was just super disruptible. Although maybe I could have got a Fiery Dance strat up. Maybe if I Fiery Dance turn 1, but oh, thank goodness they didn't Drain Punch. They went for the bulk up. All right, let's go over the games. In game 1, the game was set up in an ideal state. The only thing that would have improved the spot was going for the Revelation Dance onto Primarina for a potential knockout because it was doing a lot of damage, or hitting the air cutters on the turn I double missed. Endgame came down to Sucker Punch Mind games thanks to Whimsicott lowering the special attack of the King Gambit multiple times, proccing the Defiant, where I'm pretty sure if I didn't get either of them, or both of them, like I think I could have afforded one of the Moonblast special attack drops to lift the Sucker Punch because of how bulky the Whimsicott is, but yeah, it did not end up well. In game 2, the Flamigo caught me very off guard with a wide guard and a scrappy feint, allowing an unexpected knockout onto my Oricorio, but my Volcarona was able to clutch up the 1v2 against the ghost types. In game 3, just like the Beach Boys sang one time, it's time to dance, 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 and that's what my lead did. In game 4, was able to get Volcarona into a great position and set up my Focus Sash Tyranitar to clean up the end game. In game 5, a strange mouse ape sequence, but was able to find a position with the Dancers under Tailwind to finish off my opponent's weakened team. So what do I rate Oricorio? I don't really use this mod too much. I think the Fiery Dance strat can be overwhelming. However, you can play around it. It is also interesting with the Terra. This team had a lot of techs. I don't think we're able to utilize them, and I have tried multiple times, multiple battles trying to utilize these techs. It's really hard. I think the big problem for me is not having Focus Sash on Smeargle, because the eject pack strategy is cool, but the Smeargle is just generally very frail in this format. There's a lot of Pokemon that can outspeed Smeargle, knock it out, and then you just risk Oricorio getting knocked out because it's not exactly the bulkiest Pokemon out there. So it's just very risky, and especially like on a ladder game, it's very tough to actually like get precise precision of making sure that you can set up that position, because it does involve a lot of things to go right. So I think it would probably be safer if it was Focus Sash Smeargle, as I don't think the setup on the Smeargle really was that impactful. I also think, again, as I mentioned before in the preview part of this video, that this team needs a Dundozo answer. It really does. There is no Dundozo answer that this team has. Stalwart, Terra Electric, Electroshot from Arcadon's not a Dundozo answer, especially if they have Terra involved. It just needs some help there. But overall, there were some pretty interesting concepts. I did enjoy Oricorio. I thought it was actually pretty good. The Volcarona, no surprise, it's had a really strong showcase in Regulation H. So yeah, there were quite a few things I did enjoy about the team. If you do want to try out, the rental code is on your screen. Hopefully it's still available by the time the video comes out. If you would like to check out the details of the team and the creator, they'll be linked in the description down below. But of course, subscribe to the channel for more VGC content as always.